So I'm out on my land today. I've got a little Saturday project to take care of. I've got about an acre of ground here that is pretty grown over. Some of this hasn't been cleaned out for about 3 years. And there's a patch of trees in here that are 20 to 40 feet high. They've probably been there for 15 or 20 years. So today I'm going to clean that up. I got a three-sided patch of ground here with a tree line on this side. That's a corner. Goes along the back side. This patch of trees in here is about, I don't know, 50 by 100 feet square. And I'm going to run the Bobcat over it today with the Forestry Mulcher, clean it up. There's the other tree line, goes down that way, and there's a corner. So I'm going to clean this up today. All the stuff is about, it's pretty, very extremely dense, full of thorn bushes. These are sumac trees. It's pretty much a pretty good mess. But this is what I'm looking inside this patch of trees. Lots of vines. Some bigger trees. Most of the stuff in here is 2, 3, 4 inches. Some of the bigger trees are up about 6 or 8 inches. But Bobcat will take care of this, no problem. Again, it's about an acre of this, so for this machine it's going to be pretty much mowing the grass. And there's the access road coming in from my shop. But this is what it's going to look like when I'm finished. Nice mowed pasture grass. So it'll be a nice place. Maybe one of these days put a house. But I'm going to get at this, and maybe about 3 or 4 more hours, put another video to see how it did. So I just finished clearing this brush and trees with my Bobcat, the Forestry Mulcher, and cleaned up pretty nicely. As you can see, here's where my Bobcat started, and the trees and the brush started right here and went in, and everything was probably between 10 and 40 feet high. There's some 7-inch trees in there. So this looks like it'll be a nice place to put a house. The next part of this is going to be, since it looks like pretty walled in with trees, that is not a problem, because I'm going to go into these tree lines now, probably about 100 yards all around, or whatever the terrain will give me. And I'm going to thin these trees out. And walk down here, and I'll show you what it'll look like when it's finished. But as you can see in here, this is what I call probably medium density, medium to high density of trees. And that's where you can walk through it. It's not a whole lot of underbrush compared to what it could be. You can walk through it kind of unimpeded. There's a lot of small things in here. So what I'm going to do is clean out everything that is about 6 to 8 inches and smaller, which is going to be probably about 80% of what you see here. These are a lot of stem trees through here, which are newer growth. This other part that I'm walking to was just exactly like this. Just as thick, just as dense. The terrain is about the same. But this is what it looks like once it's cleared out. There's a small dry creek that runs down through here. So after I get all the smaller trees out, normally this is pretty typical of what I see in the forest around here as far as the distribution and growth of the trees. Just leave the larger trees so they look nice, but this whole area will connect into that area, so you'll be able to see from that new open pasture and through here. So it's good for the trees, looks pretty, and that's the other part took me about 1 hour and 20 minutes. It looks like it was about 3/4 of an acre after I got it cleared out. So it goes pretty quickly. It's going to look really pretty in here when it's finished. This is going to be finished just the rest of the day and tomorrow, which is Sunday. And it'll look pretty. And I'll put another video on when I'm finished with this. It'll be a nice pretty spot up here. This will be the view out here. It's a nice pretty area.